CBS News correspondent Mireya Villarreal is in Ukiah, California, where two fires are burning. Mireya, these two fires that are burning are close to one another. Are firefighters concerned that, about the proximity that perhaps they may sort of meet and connect?
We asked them that exact question just yesterday. We were told by some of the firefighters that there was a concern, obviously, at the rapid amount of pace that these two were growing, but they were able to get resources to both of them and get a handle on both. And honestly, at this point, what we saw yesterday that really helped them keep the two from combining was the fact that they had some really good air support late yesterday that came in, several super scoopers as well as helicopters that were doing all sorts of water drops and fire retardant drops. So that definitely helped keep the two fires apart and also helped kind of contain both of them yesterday.
Are officials concerned that they are spreading their resources too thin, Mireya?
Again, great question and something that we were concerned about as well. Obviously not too far from here, about 3 hours driving distance, we see the Redding fire, the Carr fire. That one was a big concern because it brought in a lot of resources over the weekend. And then obviously we have these two fires that developed, what they're calling the Mendocino complex fires. There is a concern that these firefighters now, over 1,300 at this area alone, could be fatigued because they have been going nonstop. And at one point, they were calling firefighters, asking them to come in, and they couldn't get a hold of people over the weekend. So there was a concern that this area might suffer just a bit, but slowly people started picking up their phones, coming in. They're calling them in from everywhere, including outside the state right now. So I think they're very well aware that firefighter fatigue could become an issue. They're hoping and they're reminding these guys to get rest when they can and to continue to be hydrated because the weather will definitely play a part in how these fires are fought.
So what used to be a story that we would cover once in a while now has become a story that every single summer, beyond the summer months, we're covering. This is the hottest July on record. Can officials prepare for these types of summers? In the future, it almost seems like the summer never ends.
It's kind of crazy. We were just talking to fire officials about a month ago and, fire season was starting. And one of the guys said, listen, this is just the new norm where it feels like almost fire season is just going year round. Obviously, when you're hitting the summer months, that's when you're going to be most prepared. And obviously, that's when you're going to see the biggest fires being set or growing so quickly. But I think what we can say as far as the temperatures go is, yes, right now, extremely hot. That plays a huge part in how quickly these fires grow. And also, again, how resources are divvied out and how they start to prepare for these kinds of things. I think at this point, they're hoping that the weather will kind of calm down after July and into August, giving them at least some sort of break before you start hitting the wind time frame, which is right around September and October.
Mireya Villarreal, thank you so much.